On Drop Dead Gorgeous, Allison Janney taught me this trick of spinning around in a circle a bunch to kind of feel like out of it. But it also really works well for feeling like you're stumbling naturally and because you're dizzy. And it really helps close your eyes while doing it.
I'm always really impressed when actors play drunk well, because I think that's so easy to go over the top. In the same vein, in this movie, I know you had to learn to play piano, and I'm wondering, how did you learn to play piano poorly?
Poorly. Well, luckily, I was not a pianist, but I did learn that piece to then be able to play it poorly. You know, I had to know it well first, but because there's so much going on, you know, like Phil kind of trumping me with his artistry and yeah, emotionally kind of spiraling during that. But yeah, learning the piano was probably harder for Jesse because he had to hear me play that.
It's a catchy tune.
Yeah.
It's stuck in your head.
It's like, yeah.
Do you think you could play it now, Jesse? I know you're a little musical. I know you're
know it.
He can play it if he wanted to, probably.
I was at the press conference today, by the way, and you said you learned a little trick for playing drunk on the set of Drop Dead Gorgeous. Can you sort of elaborate? Because I think the world deserves to know that.
Well, on Drop Dead Gorgeous, Allison Janney taught me this trick of spinning around in a circle a bunch to kind of feel like out of it. But it also really works well for feeling like you're stumbling naturally and because you're dizzy. And it really helps close your eyes while doing it. So I remember spinning around a bunch by the camera whenever Rose had to like stumble out of the house or try and follow Peter and follow Phil as they go off in the distance. So yeah, it's definitely something I use to make myself feel off balance.
You guys are partners, and I know that often partners in Hollywood don't get to work together all the time or are off one place or another. Was part of the allure of doing this movie, I mean, beyond the movie's amazing script and story, the allure of like staying together and keeping your family as a group sort of together?
It's definitely an added bonus, a big added bonus. There wasn't much about this that wasn't exciting, you know. I mean, the script was one of the best scripts I've read in I don't know how long. Obviously, getting to work with Jane was a crazy, exciting opportunity. And yeah, I mean, I had so much fun working with Kirsten on Fargo, and it was so natural and easy, and we had each other's back pretty immediately and really trusted each other and could sort of throw out ideas without ego or getting our feelings hurt, you know. And so it was definitely really exciting to do that again in these different roles with Jane in this, you know, in this world. Yeah.
We don't see a lot of your guys' characters sort of like love story. Like, we don't know if it's sort of like a marriage of, well, I want a wife and you're available, you know, like that sort of thing, or if it's really like a human connection. Do you guys think that there was like there was an actual sort of fondness, at least fondness between the characters?
Yeah, I felt as soon as they looked into each other's eyes, they recognized they had a kinship of loneliness and longing, and that they saw kindness within each other that they were both really missing in their own lives.
Yeah.
Sorry, that didn't translate for you.
No, it translated. I just mean like, there's also a little bit of it that's like,
well, it's a little
I like you well enough to be very,
well, and it happens so fast.
It happens really, it happens very fast in the film. And I think that's very old fashioned. Like if you want to sleep with someone, you get married, you know.
Also, you know, they're out in the middle of nowhere too.
Yeah, there ain't much going on.
But I do think there was a real love there.
I do too.
Connection.
But
I don't think they necessarily had the like means to communicate that, you know.
Yeah. Yes. Although you do in that one line,
yeah.
Jesse says on the mountaintop about it's nice not to be alone. It's like one of the best lines in the movie, I think.
Sort of a lonesome place out here, Pete, unless you get in the swing of things.